Hello everyone, it is me, BDB. It's been a while since I've given my predictions, since WrestleMania, but I'm here to give my predictions on SummerSlam. Now, my first prediction is between Alexa Bliss and Eva Marie. It's not a match I want to see, and as much as I love watching Alexa Bliss wrestle, I think she's great. Eva Marie sucks. She's absolutely awful. She's with Dewdrop, who's Piper Niven, who's incredible. I want this to be on the pre-show. It shouldn't be on the main card. It shouldn't take up time. I want Alexa Bliss to win thanks to Dewdrop costing Eva Marie the match. Eva Marie should never have been brought back. They released so many superstars and they brought Eva Marie in. I'm confused about that. But it's Vince, and he just went, "Oh, she's sexy, she'll bring in the viewers, yes!" It's about wrestling. Set up a porn company with Eva Marie if you want to get viewers for that kind of thing. Just saying, Vince, just saying. But yeah, Alexa Bliss to beat Eva Marie, especially with Dewdrop, hopefully costing Eva the match. Fingers crossed. Next, another match that wouldn't surprise me to see it on the pre-show, because why did this feud even start? Jinder versus Drew. I don't get it. It could have been something. They could have built it for 2.5 months, maybe? Saying, Drew, we were part of the 3-man band, dude, and stuff like that. Go off the 3-man band part. Go off how Drew left, he got fired, you just say left because it's WWE, you can make your own storylines. And Jinder had left and came back and made himself better. You could have tried and possibly got Heath in. I know he's injured, but you didn't have to have him do anything too strenuous. But maybe we will see Heath here tonight. It's Jinder versus Drew, and Shinky and I can't remember the other guys. The two other guys anyway, two guys with Jinder are banned from ringside. So what if Heath came down to help Jinder? Possibly. It's an outside the box prediction. I'm going with Jinder to win. Why not just even push this feud? You can actually get something out of this feud. You can actually work with it. Bring in Heath at some point here tonight, Monday, next week, something you can do a lot with this. Not just to do with, oh, he destroyed my motorbike, oh, he broke my sword, haha, he didn't, it was a replica. What a load of crap. That's why this also should be on the pre-show. So that would just leave 8 matches on the main card. Not too long of a SummerSlam, hopefully, but we'll see. Next is AJ Styles and Omos, who is 27 by the way, same age as me. Really makes me think where I went wrong in my life. Versus RK Bro Dude. See, I could say Omos and Styles retain because Riddle turns on Orton, or we could run with RK Bro until Survivor Series-ish and then split them up. So that's what I'm going to do. RK Bro to leave as the new Raw Tag Team Champions, because you have to have Omos go off by himself at some point. And I could see Omos turning on Styles. Maybe not tonight, because I think there'll be a different turn tonight. But I think maybe on Raw, Omos is going to turn on Styles, because Styles is going to blame him and push him and everything, and Omos is just going to grab AJ, pick him up and slam him down. Omos versus Styles, going to Extreme Rules. There's another rivalry for you, and you can make a start out of Omos because of Styles. Styles can eat a lot without affecting him because we know it's AJ freaking Styles. So RK Bro to be the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Next we have the SmackDown Tag Team titles on the line with the Usos versus the Mysterios. This is where the turn happens. They're all fighting. Ray's in there, gonna go for 619, misses. At some point, something's gonna happen, and Dominic is just gonna go, nah, Dad, screw you, I'm done, I'm out. Then again, it might even happen after the match, where Dominic thought he had the win and actually loses. And then Ray gets angry at him, come on, and going like this, we had this. And Dominic just clothesline. That's it, just knocks down his dad with a clothesline and no! Dominic being a heel, Ray being a babyface. Hell, you could even have Ray being the heel and Dominic being the babyface. Why not that? I would prefer that. By the way, the Usos are leaving still. WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champion. Now, this next match, we don't even know if it's going to happen. Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks. This match does happen. I think it can just be Bianca winning. We don't know what's happening with Banks. I think this whole thing goes off something to do with Sasha. There's been a lot of reports. So if this match does happen, I think Bianca is retaining anyway. And if not, I still think Bianca would be defending her title against someone else, possibly. Or, like I said, they might just take it off the card. But Sasha lost at Mania, and then she came back a few weeks ago, gets the title shot straight away. I don't actually like that. I'm going, you're supposed to earn your opportunities, even though we know with WWE, it's just whenever they want. But yeah, why not just have Bianca win again? Makes more sense. And then at some point, Bayley comes back, and Bayley is the one to dethrone Bianca. But for now, Bianca to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship. Next is the Raw Women's Championship, and I've got a bet on this. I've got a whole €5 writing on this, with the champion Nikki Ash versus Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. I never like it when she's in a match. I never like it because you just know they're going to try and push her to win. So, I'm picking Ripley to win. She's also the woman I have the €5 bet on. The whole Nikki Ash character needs a redo because it's aimed at kids, but I'm sorry, the people that watch wrestling the most aren't kids. It really is us. We're the ones that pay for the merch. We're the ones that go to your shows most of the time. You know, pay for the pay-per-view, stay up. So you can Nikki Ash character, but have it redone instead of going, oh my, I have a nightlight and everything, yo, this little lamp and superhero and yay and no, it just can be a superhero gimmick, but a bit harder than that crap, or just get rid of that crap and give us crazy Nikki Cross, the thing that made her on NXT with Sanity, the thing that we loved about her. That's what we want. Yeah, she might be enjoying doing the superhero gimmick, but just why not go back to being what you were perfect at? That's just it. But what I want to see here is Charlotte Flair with the figure 8 locked in on Nikki Ash, and go back to when NXT invaded SmackDown. Rhea Ripley went underneath Charlotte as a roll, had her shoulders down and pinned her 1, 2, 3. That's how Ripley gets her championship back. And Nikki, almost a superhero, the champion, doesn't get pinned, so she can go on to Extreme Rules and have a match there. Maybe that's where Crazy Nikki can come back. It's Extreme Rules. Or maybe that is when the whole turn happens. Either way, just do something with the whole almost a superhero gimmick. That's what needs to be done. Rhea, new Raw Women's Champion. Next we have Sheamus versus Damian Priest for the United States Championship. Simple enough. I think Priest is gonna win. He's been put over like rover over the last few months, since Mania onwards. And now he's had a feud with Miz and Morrison, still going on and off. Yeah, definitely. I can see Priest leaving as United States Champion. Then again, there is a possibility of Miz and Morrison interfering in this match, but I think this is the proper time to pull the trigger on Priest. Don't leave it any sooner. Just do it now, and maybe Sheamus can go off for a bit. Because we know his body's taking a toll on his body and everything. Not the whole gimmick mask or anything, literally on his body. So yeah, Priest to win, Sheamus to go off for a bit. Next we have Edge versus Seth Rollins, and I just watched SmackDown, and I'm so glad I watched SmackDown before doing these. Because I was going to do the predictions, then watch SmackDown. No. Edge went to his dark side. Edge went to the Brood. If freaking Christian wasn't in AEW, they could have brought him in and done a Brood thing. Where the hell is Gangrel? I don't care either way. Just when that music hit, when Seth was out there in his white suit, I popped harder for that than I did CM Punk being in AEW. Reason being is because Punk was already, it was guaranteed Punk was going to be in AEW. This was brilliant, and all the blood, you knew that had to be very dark. Supposed to be really dark blood, and it worked perfectly up against the white suit. Edge versus Rollins. I want Rollins to win. I really do, but Edge is gonna win. Edge is gonna pick up a win here. It won't hurt Rollins to lose. It might just push him further, but then I'm thinking, who the hell goes up against Reigns then? Maybe Edge gets one more shot? Possibly. Maybe we have a triple threat match, Edge, Rollins, and Reigns. I don't know, but I'm very excited for Edge versus Rollins now. Edge to beat Rollins. And now, onto our two main events. Both matches have part-timers. They couldn't use anybody on their own roster. Bobby Lashley versus Bill Goldberg. Yeah, Goldberg has 2 more matches on his contract. I don't know if that's for this year or just next year. But no, Lashley's got to win. Lashley has to win. I don't care if it's about the 12 kicks or anything. No one wants to see Goldberg. But then again, you got the whole Saudi shows coming up. Bobby to win. I don't even believe in God, but I'll pray to God, pray to SpongeBob, I'll pray to anime, I'll pray to Cultaholic, I'll pray to anybody and everything. Bobby Lashley has to win this. He has to. Goldberg, please. Oh, I came back from my son and for all the kids here. Most of the kids don't even know who you are, mate. And literally none of us care. This match will hopefully last 2 minutes and Lashley will win. I know Goldberg lost earlier this year, but he's gotta lose again. Put over Bobby as a real threat. This would be a real thing for Bobby. You'd be like, wow, who the hell could take down Bobby Lashley then? Big E possibly coming over from SmackDown? Who knows? Bobby Lashley to win and retain the WWE Championship. And here we go, the main event. And definitely, last night's segment got me more hyped now for Reigns and Cena. Reigns is winning. Reigns loses, he is leaving the WWE. Cena says he's winning, taking the championship with him, going to Hollywood, doing whatever, and Reigns can stay there and be humiliated. But that won't happen if Reigns loses, he'll just leave. I wouldn't mind seeing that as a storyline point, that's what I mean. Hell, then you could actually build up some acting bigger stars. You know, you just don't have to focus on Roman and bring in Cena. You can build up other stars. But I think Roman's gonna win just to solidify him as the top dog. Even though there is a different top dog above him that the Tribal Chief really has to beat, and that should happen in Survivor Series. Roman wins here tonight. At some point, maybe, just maybe, Brock Lesnar returns. I know, I don't want Lesnar, I don't, but just to solidify once and for all that Roman is the number one, the top dog, no one is gonna beat him. Roman versus Brock, Tribal Chief versus the Beast. That'll be it. And then Brock stays away from WWE. He has nothing else to do. He has put over Reigns, the man that they wanted to put over in the first place. That'd be it. So Reigns is retaining his championship here tonight. And those are my predictions for SummerSlam 2021, my last minute predictions. So, leave your predictions down below and what you thought of my predictions. Give it a like as well, don't forget that, and share and subscribe. And I will see you beautiful people later.